Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we have the story from United Airlines and yeah, they canceled like 25% of their flights in one day. But don't worry, because the CEO of the company didn't have any problems flying because, yeah, he hired a private jet. Also, we have the story, a really scary story actually, of a popular cruise ship shore excursion in Greece, in Rhodes, Greece, where, you know, one of those boats, some of them look like pirate boats and things that take you along the coast. Well, one of them caught fire and every passenger had to bail out and abandon ship into the water. That's how fast the fire spread. So if any of you are flying right now, I know it's Canada Day yesterday here in Canada. 4th of July is coming up in just 2 more days. It's basically the 4th of July long weekend, right? People are taking Monday and Tuesday off as well. Well, if you're flying, it can be a nightmare. There have been a ton of canceled flights. They canceled over 750 flights just on June 30th as an example. Well, during that time, the main culprit at this one was in the New Jersey airport. They canceled numerous flights, but still 25% of United Airlines flights were canceled on that day, which is a huge amount, right? A lot of it was thunderstorms in the area, tornado warnings in different areas, and there's also some things going on at one of their busiest airports with the FAA having changed the times that planes are allowed to come and go, you know, the distance between the planes flying, you know, every 30 seconds, every 35, every minute, whatever that is for as far as landing procedures and taking off procedures are concerned. And this has caused them to have a little bit of a bottleneck because they've already had all these planes scheduled at the old times, and now they have to adjust themselves, which is why you're seeing a lot of delayed flights and late flights, because they're now getting in at different times because they're taking off at different times, and then the crews get stuck trying to, you know, get work around it, find empty gates that were now occupied because the times are different, and it can be a real mess until they get all that scheduled. It's not looking any better right now for this long weekend, this travel period right now with United Airlines. There's still numerous cancellations every single day, and I don't think they're alone, but they are by far right now the highest amount of cancellations that are going on right now. But this led to the CEO, Scott Kirby, having to apologize because while all these flights for cancellations were happening, the people who work for the company had to scramble and look after customers and rearrange bookings and deal with upset passengers and baggage delays and things like that while they're all dealing with all this stuff. Well, he had a meeting he wanted to go to or something along those lines, and instead of taking a United flight and not risking getting canceled from his own company, he hired a private jet and flew a private jet to which, if you're, you know, if you are the face of your airline, you never fly another airline, right? That would be like the president of Coca-Cola stocking his fridge with Pepsi. It just wouldn't happen, and this should not ever have happened. It must have been a real vital meeting, but it really doesn't look good, right? It really doesn't look good when your airline, if everything was running fine and everything was flying and there were no problems, and you had to fly a private jet because maybe you didn't actually fly to that location in the time you needed to get there, or something along those lines. But no, he flew when everybody else was canceling, and yeah, he's had to apologize. Kind of a bonehead move, really, kind of a bonehead move. Also, we have the story of one of the more popular excursions out there. Yeah, people having to jump into the ocean to try and get away from the fire that broke out. But before I get there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. If you want to keep up to date with everything going on in cruising, from unfortunate news of people going overboard, to ship cancellations, to new destinations opening up, new private islands, and new ships coming online. We'll try and keep it as lighthearted as possible, but keep you informed about anything coming up on your possible next cruise, like the Alaska season, which looks like it might be okay, but it was pretty close with the shoremen going on strike. It could have affected every Alaska cruise. Hopefully nothing happens there. But again, if you subscribe, it really does help the channel out, and I really would appreciate it. Okay, just off the shores of Rhodes in Greece, when very popular cruise ship destination. I was just there last year on the Beyond Beautiful. I'm there again next year on the brand new Sun Princess. And some of the shore excursions there are those coastal cruises. Some of them look like pirate boats, and some of them are, you know, just regular catamaran type craft. Well, one of these large ships that holds 68 passengers on board caught fire, and the crew could not get it under control, so much so that the captain ordered abandon ship, and passengers had to jump into the ocean to escape the flames. And you can see from the pictures here, it wasn't a small fire. It took over that ship like real fast. It just covered the ship. Now, other ships in the area came to the rescue, including some cruise ship tenders that saw what was happening and ran over to help as well. As far as I know so far, nobody has reported having any injuries. A few bumps, a few bruises, a scare. No one wants to jump into the ocean unless you meant to, right? If I have my snorkel gear on and I jump into the ocean, is a lot different than if I'm jumping off a boat fully clothed because the fire is coming towards me. A real scary situation. I'm just glad that it turns out that nobody so far, from all the reports coming out, was injured. Everybody is accountable, and we didn't lose anybody in the process. Thank goodness Greece right now, the waters are fairly warm, not ice freezing, so people are able to last a lot longer in the water out there right now than, say, if this happened in November or December. So good news. Scary moment. I'm glad everybody's okay. It just goes to show you, you can never tell what's going to happen at any time. So you should always be aware of your situation. And yeah, never take a chance. If the captain yells overboard, don't look for your belongings. Just get overboard as fast as possible. Because man, that fire spread like wildfire. Ooh, get the pun? Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.